How did you sleep last night?
Wonderfully.
Figured you would. Saw a couple of familiar cars parked outside last night there.
Your father's and Jack's, yes.
That must have been interesting.
Well, your father didn't stay very long, actually. As for Jack, well...
I don't need to hear any more, thank you.
Well, I can assure you it was all very proper.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, I don't know. He brought a video, we watched it in the den, and then we got in the car and drove over to Westwood and went to see another movie.
Must have been a late one.
It was. You know, I think Jack and I have a definite problem.
Yeah, what's that?
We never want the evenings to end. I think we both like them to go on indefinitely.
Some problem. Sounds like things are starting to heat up.
I don't suppose they've really cooled off.
Does that mean Sally Spector's out of the picture?
I hope permanently.
Oh, look at that. You are very good at this. Do you know that? You're the best. Of course, you always have been good at this game ever since... Well, ever since Papa Jack taught you how to play it. Do you miss him, CJ? I know I do. Well, not to worry. He's not gone for good. We're going to get him back real soon. You'll see. I made a mistake, but I am going to fix it. You'll see.
Sally, I need to go over the...
Yeah?
Hey, hi there, big guy.
Say hello to Uncle Saul, CJ. Oh, Lee, good, honey.
Mensch.
Yes. Would you do me a favor and keep an eye on CJ until the babysitter gets here, huh?
What a mensch.
Show Lee how you play that game, honey.
What are we playing here,
Okay, Saul, what can I do for you?
Oh, I need your okay on these designs.
Yeah, fine. Just throw them on the desk. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I got something very important I have to deal with today.
What?
Operation Jack Hamilton.
No, Sally.
Don't start, Saul. Save your breath. I know what I want. I'm going into this full tilt.
Full tilt into what?
Into a campaign to get a new wedding date on the calendar.
I am not going to let you do this. Sally, listen to me.
Saul, will you please save your breath? Don't even start.
Oh, good, Sal, you're here. You are not going to believe what I saw in Westwood last night.
Good morning, sweetheart. You sure are up early?
Well, some of us managed to get to bed at a decent hour last night.
I told you where I was last night.
Yes, with Brooke. You're supposed to feel good about that?
Oh, you will once you hear what I accomplished.
Sheila, I'm not in the mood.
Oh, you will be once you hear this. You want Connor Davis out of Brooke's life, right?
Yes, of course I do, but that's not going to happen. That's impossible.
Then I guess I accomplished the impossible. Connor Davis is history.
Trish, when you see him, will you send him in here, please? I don't care. Connor sees me before anyone. I don't believe it. Betrayed by my lover and my best friend. Can't wait till I get my hands on him. Come in. Hi. Karen.
What an incredible office. Oh, my gosh. Well, I brought some coffee. Shall we christen it? You do have a few minutes for your best friend now, don't you?
Oh, yes, yes. Do I ever?
The Bold and the Beautiful. This portion sponsored by Duncan Hines, helping you bake your moist, delicious best.
Darla, can this wait? Saul and I were in the middle of a discussion.
An argument.
Oh, yeah, about what?
That no good gigolo again.
Cut it out, Saul. Now I'm warning you.
Wait a minute, who are you guys talking about?
Jack Hamilton. Who else?
You remember Jack Hamilton, Darla, the man I was supposed to marry 2 months ago? The man I'd be married to today if it wasn't for my own stupid pride?
It wasn't pride, it was good sense. Jack was caught in the act. There was no way you could have married him.
Darla, you might as well know this. On the day of my wedding, Saul and I saw Stephanie and Jack in a restaurant, public place. They were kissing. Well, I know now that they were friends, and that was just a goodbye kiss.
That was a goodbye kiss.
Saul, I've had enough, okay? No more. Oh, you get out? Both of you. Leave me alone.
Saul's right. That's what I've been trying to tell you, Sally. I saw Jack last night in Westwood in a movie theater.
You did?
Yeah. And he wasn't alone. Sally, he was with Stephanie Forrester.
So you don't see her as a threat?
Sally?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jack's interested in her anymore.
He still works for her.
Well, are we prepared to offer him a similar position at Forrester?
No, I don't think that'd be very wise right now.
Then I guess we can't object to his working at Spectra.
My, aren't we becoming broad-minded these days?
Well, I guess I was a little too narrow-minded before.
Oh. What about Dad? Why was he here?
Good question.
So give me a good answer.
He's having trouble at home.
That's just what he doesn't need right now.
I try to be as supportive about that situation as I can, but I'll make you a prediction.
What's that?
That marriage is going to end before the year does.
It's that serious.
I think she's going to do herself in. You know, she wants your father and everything that he represents, but she can't stay away from Brooke and the power that Brooke has at this moment. That job is consuming her, and your father resents it.
What he doesn't like is her intention. She took that job ostensibly to help our family. I don't see her doing that.
He deserves so much better than that.
Well, he had so much better than that.
Brooke?
Talking about you.
Oh. Thank you. Something interesting happened last night.
What?
Well, he went into the den to call his house to see if he could find Sheila. In the meantime, Jack had arrived, and when your father came in, he left very abruptly. He told me that he was going home, that Sheila was waiting for him, but he'd already poured 2 glasses of wine and brought them in with him.
Really?
You see, he didn't realize Jack was here. I think he wanted to sit and talk. But when he walked in, he saw Jack and I kissing.
So he made an excuse and left.
Mm-hmm. You know, he seemed a little jealous.
Mother.
No, I know what you're saying. Don't get your hopes up.
Is that what you're doing?
No. I'm delighted to be involved with Jack.
And if you had the chance to get together with Dad?
But then I don't, do I?
So Connor is history, huh?
He's no longer a problem, Eric. No more.
Why is that, Sheila?
Because your brilliant little wife found a way to purge him.
How, Sheila, how?
He has a girlfriend. I found out.
A girlfriend?
A love interest other than Brooke.
Brooke doesn't know about this?
Oh, she does now.
Oh, I see. You told her.
Well, I felt she had a right to know.
And you feel that she's going to get rid of Connor now as a result?
She was furious, Eric. I've never seen Brooke so mad. She feels betrayed. She's not going to ignore this. Her relationship with Connor Davis will never be the same. He's out. Connor is out.
Well, you are really stepping up in the world, my friend. I mean, this office, it is so hot. I can't believe it. My best friend is running Forrester Creations.
Your best friend.
Yes, and actually, that's the reason for my visit this morning.
Karen.
No, Brooke, listen to me. There's something that I need to say. Please, it's very important.
Go ahead. Say what you have to. And then I have something very important to say to you.
Okay, well, this isn't very easy to explain. You see, I have this friend who's actually become a very good friend, and he's also a friend of yours.
Go on.
Well, I've been getting to know him over the past few months, and at first it didn't seem very necessary for me to tell you about it, and then I waited so long that it felt sort of weird to tell you.
Who is this person, Karen?
It's Connor.
Connor.
I know this must come as a shock to you.
You've been seeing Connor?
Well, just as friends, though. Well, that's not exactly true.
No, I didn't think so.
Honestly, Connor and I did share a few very brief romantic moments, but that was before, when you were still pursuing Ridge. I mean, you and Connor were not romantically involved then.
That was a couple months ago, Karen.
I know.
What about since then?
He's interested in you.
What about you? Are you interested in him?
I was in love with him.
Was?
I would not let anything destroy our friendship. And certainly not some man, any man. Please, you've got to believe me. Connor and I are just friends.
He's not in love with you.
Well, even if he was, I wouldn't let anything happen. Not if you wanted him. And you do want him, don't you?
This talk about your father and I is pointless. He's married. But to tell you the truth, I just don't see him that way anymore.
You just told me his marriage is going down the tubes.
I also told you that I'm delighted to be involved with Jack.
You two are doing pretty well these days, aren't you?
He gives me strength.
Well, it must run in the family because Taylor's been doing the same thing for me.
She is a wonderful person, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She's a good friend, too. She keeps pushing her father in my direction.
Oh, Mother, nobody needs to push Jack Hamilton in your direction.
You're sweet.
Taylor and I have been talking about this, actually. Laying odds. Winter or spring?
For what?
You figure it out. I'm gonna get to the office.
Which one did you choose?
Winter.
So, you saw Jack at a movie theater in Westwood with Stephanie Forrester. So what? I mean, is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
I knew it. I am going to kill that guy.
Oh,
I'm going to kill him.
Saul, please, put a sock in it. Now, everybody just hold on a minute. Now, you're absolutely sure that it was Stephanie Jack was with?
Yes, it was.
Well, what exactly were they doing in the movie theater?
I don't know, watching a movie.
Really? Do you mean to tell me that they weren't rolling all over the floor of the theater, locked in a passionate embrace, shocking everybody in the audience? You mean that they were just sitting there watching the movie? Oh, my, that is so scandalous.
He shouldn't have been there with her, period.
Why not, Saul? They're friends. And I haven't exactly been available lately, have I? So who can blame him?
You're making excuses.
No, Saul. I'm making sense. I am making sense for the first time since I canceled my wedding. And I would be making the biggest mistake of my life if I didn't do everything I could to get Jack back right now. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, starting right now.
Where are you going?
I'm going to mosey on over to Castle Forrester. I want to make sure the Queen understands that I do not intend to give Jack up without a fight. I would never forgive myself if I did that.
Sally, at least let's talk about this.
No, Saul. There's been entirely too much talk around here lately and too little action. Now, that's it. I am going after my man.
What, I don't even get a little congratulation hug?
So you think that Brooke is going to fire Connor Davis, huh?
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind.
Her attorney? The man who helped her pull this whole rotten deal together?
She's a woman, Eric. A woman scorned.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Sheila, but the fact is, I think Connor Davis is a lot more to Brooke than just a boyfriend. She needs him to run this company.
No, she doesn't.
Well, she can't do it alone.
She's not alone.
She has you.
She thinks she has me.
That's something else I want us to talk about.
Now, come on, sweetheart, let's get to work. There are big things happening today.
Sheila, we've got to talk about this.
We will, sweetheart. We will.
You want to know if I want Connor.
Do you?
And if I don't?
Then I would probably ask you how you'd feel if I was going out with him.
Like you did last night.
How do you know about last night?
I know you two were together, Karen.
We just had dinner, that's all.
Oh, really? Is that it?
You don't want me to see him, do you?
He proposed to me and I turned him down. That doesn't mean we're not really involved. I'm just not ready to get married. Look at everything that's happening in my life. I mean, how am I supposed to even think about...
Listen, I'm not asking you to defend yourself.
Well, you're asking me my permission to go out with Connor.
No, I'm not asking that either.
Then what are you asking?
I just want to know if I can continue being friends with him, but if it bothers you, I won't see him. I just won't.
I don't really mind you seeing him.
Are you sure?
Well, are you sure? You don't want more than just friendship?
I never want to get myself in the same position I was with Thorne and Macy. Look, Connor wants you, you want Connor. I support that. And I accept it, and I don't want to interfere or get between the two of you. But that doesn't mean that Connor and I can't hang out from time to time and share a few beers and a couple of laughs.
A few beers and a couple of laughs?
Just like last night.
So that's really all that happened?
Brooke, you are my best friend since I've moved here to Los Angeles. I can't tell you how much you mean to me. You mean a lot. And I will not betray you. Not ever. And you can count on that.
Sally.
Hello, Stephanie. Well, my, we're quite the lady of leisure these days, aren't we? Or did you just have a late night?
What do you want, Sally?
A new wedding date? A husband? A father for my child?
Well, good luck. Obviously, you're going to need a lot of it.
Oh, no, you don't. No.
Would you just leave?
Oh, no, Stephanie, not on your life. I warned you before not to mess around with me and Jack. You want to fight, lady? Put up your dukes. I'll give you the fight of your life. Jack Hamilton is my man, Stephanie. He belongs with me, and I am here to tell you I am taking him back.